Hey, this is Drawdown King. I'm on a walk. Ate an entire large Domino's and cheese pizza. You get one topping, so then I got the cheddar blends. I don't know if it's a couple different at least two cheeses. I'm saying it's 3 cheeses. I don't know. 3 cheese sounds better than 1 cheese or 2 cheese. It's not quite as cool as 5 cheese, but it will stand on its own. So I got the large $7.99, mind you, so I'm still keeping a good deal. One of the better deals. I don't eat a lot of pizza, but when I do, sometimes I get a lot of cheese on it. Been on a cheese pizza run recently, consistently. Pizza, cheese sticks, cheese pizza from Domino's, cheese pizza from Papa John's, thin crust on the Domino's, Brooklyn style. See what I'm getting at here? See where I'm going with this? Analogies. There can be an analogy made about food. You can transfer that and whatever you like. You like food, you got a passion for games, passion for sports, for lifting, for working out, for staying healthy, doing your rocky jogs. Like right now, I'm doing a rocky jog up a hill, got the hands out. Man, I'm ready. My knee's that right knee, I didn't feel too good on that. I don't normally even jog. It's something I want to get back into. I just can't seem to. It's been several years. There's really I think it's what it's going to take for me to really succeed. Translate this to your own thing. Not only the discipline, what you see in the different prop firms. So let's say if you're looking at a Apex, whether you like them or not, they're a company, we're pretty sure they've paid out. They may not pay out everything or everybody. Who knows? I don't know. But there's certain rule and framework. Can't have a windfall day. Your consistency has to be 30% or whatever the case it is. So you're looking at that minimal trading days. So I got to trade this many days. I got to average this percent. So like a boot camp. The rules, may not like them. At some point you may hate them. Maybe you'll come back and you'll just love them. Maybe you'll get a funded account where there is no rules yet. You'll maintain everything. You'll maintain your thought, your mind. Maybe you want to get a couple of those and have them. Just, trade them over here on the side. Maybe I trade them through combines. Maybe I trade them along with. Not because you even want to fund that account. It's like I'm thinking like this. I'm going to use this kind of formula, and then I'm just going to copy. Maybe copy from that to live. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. But maybe you copy some things over. Maybe you take some things and look at them a little differently and approach the strategy in times of strife, in times of overtrading, in times of undertrading. I'm just not too afraid. I'm not trading anything, too afraid to take a chance. It's got to be the perfect setup I'm looking for here. It's got to be exactly this or the trade. Well, I'm just going to go a little sloppy this one time. It's not quite the trade. It's sort of the trade I may take sometimes when certain things, but this, you get all these supposeds. So then you're starting to think I've been a bit tired. I've been really tired. I've been thinking and drowning in thought and process and energy and emotions. And, you're like, where do I utilize this section of my thought process or logic in this? Or where does a certain section of something I enjoy have a component of where I can plug in here, It's like this has a certain disk drive. This has a disk drive. It matches. This has similar operating systems. Although there's a lot of different things, we can connect them. So you can connect them just like the algorithm. A lot of people are connecting for trading and automatic decision. It's like transference. Different ways to look at transference, whether you're transferring energy, whether you're transferring thought, transferring momentum, drive, determination. A lot of these things can be combined or thought of on their own. Or separately, for that matter. Just got a certain type of things that I'm looking at in terms of maximizing potential plays, maximizing returns. They say maximize return, minimize risk. Sometimes you got to maximize risk to maximize returns. You just have to do it in a careful, quick manner when all the conditions are met in your setups, or you get a certain oddball momentum or indicator and you're testing these theories out and you start seeing that you get more wins and losses, whether it's smaller wins or bigger wins. It's the amount of things that you're looking to do yourself. The amount of things that you're able to push. You have the determination, the qualifications, the mathematical computations, and the motivation for success in face of the worst dire circumstances known to man right now in the world and economic events. And you're able to stand up and face that, and face your friends, face your family, and it's really up to you. You may not realize this, but the future of the generations ahead right now, we've got the technology and the systems in place to make this happen and to strive to better ourselves and better others and pass on wealth for generational wealth, whether it's through philanthropy, whether it's through making donations, foundations, these types of things. So you ought to be striving not for yourself, not necessarily you are going to push for your family. I'm not talking necessarily about families and friends, we know that, but push beyond that. You got to have a certain standard in how to throttle, how to push, when to push, why to push, and how to maximize that push. And this all comes down, if you're at home, the technology you have, how fast is your computer? Is there any lags in it? Are you connected hardwired to the internet? Are you wireless or hardwired? Can you go hardwired? If not, then you got to realize that your executions, your entries and things like this, you got to allow a little more time for those types of things to happen, for interruptions, network outages. So then you want to start planning, obviously your hardwired keyboard, hardwired mouse, internet hardwired if possible, the fastest internet connection you can possibly get. A backup computer ready to log in, and to keep a backup software. If you can't get a duplicate logins, you'd want to have that separate computer on the same network. And maybe a secondary network that you have a third computer on. Whether, let's say if you're in cable or DSL. So you're going to be on a separate network like Wi-Fi or through cellular or whatever the case. And you're going to want to see what kind of connectivity you can have, whether you can get multiple logins. So right off the bat, I'm thinking of things like this, right? If you can't pay extra for a duplicate login, which is good if you can get it. Now, if you're going through your own broker, you can get a sub account. Well, there's secondary login. So it'd be like a second set of login credentials that would go into yours. You can keep one platform logged in, same system, two different connections, blah, blah, blah. So something to keep in mind and think about, especially when you're doing a lot of duplicate trading. Do that under the best market conditions. And see what you can make happen in that regard. So, yeah, so we got that new promotion I'm thinking of. I'm going to cover that later in a video, screen share type of deal. Obviously, I'll let that run live and see what kind of content that I can include there. Got a bunch of different videos that need to be made. So anyways, I'm just thinking of ahead, thinking of what's going on, thinking of what kind of behaviors personally that I can move over to trading, what kind of things from trading can I move over to my personal life, how I can combine and get those organized, because there's a lot of things that need to be fluent. There needs to be confluency. And a lot of times in one or the other, you don't want it hectic and crazy in both. If it's crazy in your personal life, you want to make it as calm and cool as your trading as possible. Just within certain things. If it's going a little crazy in your trading, you got to make sure that your personal life is as cool as calm as possible. Because when those two both are not calm and cool and they're both hectic, you're going to just throw money and shit it. Throw it in the wind, basically. Shit in the wind. So that's about all I wanted to cover. Just thinking of how these topics, hooking up accounts. We've been talking a lot about the trading, copy trading, and a lot of people are looking at Quaint Tower. So I've got that, but I really haven't had a full minute to check into that further yet. I do have it set up. I just don't think I've paid. So I'm going to take a look, and I think I know what I'm going to do, actually. All right, I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'm looking at some things and just thinking, if I got multiple platforms like MotiveWave. Now we're breaking into the software section. You knew it was coming to this. It was a big build-up Let's talk about the damn software, shall we? This is where it gets fun. So I'm thinking about MotiveWave. So MotiveWave I've got set up, and I've got it set up right now. I guess we can copy trade. So if I got a couple accounts in one, like ETF accounts, I could probably hook those together and copy trade them if I wanted to. I'm probably going to finish them single. I don't want to start off. And then once I get to the next level, then we'll do that. So yeah, I'm just looking. Basically, here's the thing. I'm going to get a Blue Sky as the lead account. So Blue Sky will be the lead account. Then I'm going to have ETF and Top Step as followers. And I'm going to try to follow ETF's rules for all three of them, right? So maybe you're already doing this. I read in the room, 2 contracts each, 3 accounts, 6 contracts per trade. Basically, it'd be how we'd be looking at it like that. Test it out. And then I'll get the instant withdrawals on the Blue Sky at 80-20. I can just let it build up, or I can take the instant daily withdrawals there. Then on the Top Step one, right, then you can do weekly withdrawals, the 5, 250 to 200 days. And then the ETF one's like, you got to trade minimum 15. So it's going to have, I'm going to follow the strategy in that one. It's going to be all the way across all 3 of them. Well, basically try to keep that in the $350 to $800 range per day per account, right? So 369, 1050 to 1050 to what? Let me take a look here. 1050 to $2,400 per day. So that's basically it. Cut and dry. 1050 to $2,400 per day. So let's say a median, like $1,500 a day, right? Across 3 accounts, 2 contracts, and then just get them set up. Now, what I may do when it comes to scalping, have the secondary, and these may come online at different points, have the secondary Top Step X. And you can run that on multiple machines. Don't have to worry about logins. I'm set. I'm already up and running everywhere. This is going to eventually become my scalper. Now, my super sniper scalper would still be a Rhythmic, but I don't have everything in line for that right now. So this will become my scalper. The reason I'm running the other one slower is so it can meet the guidelines, it can meet the consistency, and have a little bit more control over those profits a little more smoothly. And the Top Step X will be like a median scalper. So still don't have to have super accurate, but has to be good. Cutting those commissions down so you can save a lot of money per month just on that. You'll be able to hit that 10,000 go much quicker on that one. Your other one obviously would be 90%. Well, you're going to split them up. So, but if you could do that, and you're trading 2 accounts basically. One's tagged to 3, one's tagged to 1. So when you tag 1, you're tagging all 3 of them. I think, there's some things, maybe you might have a couple accounts at one particular broker, and I'll go that route. So, do one more lap here on the walk while I'm thinking a little more in depth and detailed about what's happening around and see exactly what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there while I was thinking about it, some of the content, talking about the speed of speed gauge and the speed of tape. I was watching today. It was so far up there. I need to watch it in another cache session. It's a little slower. It was just like winding up full tilt today, my first day of watching that thing. And I did miss a trade that I should have got. I changed the colors on that indicator from red to like bluish white or pinkish bluish whitish something. I don't know. Just a neutral color. I had orange. It didn't show up. No other color showed up well. But I don't really want to have red. Red's like a panic color for me. Seeing it so much, in your account balances or trades, whatever the case. So I'm going to stay away from the red. Maybe I'll change it to black. That's a good neutral color, right? Yeah, I didn't try that a while ago, so I'm actually going to go home and try that here in just a minute while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to be swapping computers. I'm actually going to be swapping. I don't know if I'll do that tonight. I think I'll leave it as is tomorrow. We'll bring that online Monday. I may swap my two systems around 100% and may have to do some other things. So for right now, I've got two 27-inch monitors, 1080p each. Both really nice screens. I think I've got a 29-inch as well. Dell, older one. That one I'm probably going to be setting up for that secondary screen that I got to get. So, yeah. So, I'm thinking about that right now, actually, as I'm talking. So, hopefully, I still have the screws for that and everything. Yeah, so that's what's thinking about in my mind. Going to have another screen. I'm going to try and separate some things out, some time frames on the Motive Wave. Then I got to get the Quaint Tower working in parallel here, and then I may have to have it's going to be a little bit of a job. Maybe I'll run Top Step X on a totally different machine from this one just to get my mind thought on it. And maybe that's what I'll do to start with. But tomorrow we're probably going to leave everything exactly the same and get started on that this weekend. Make some changes, some updates, fine-tune a couple things, and then see where it goes from there. But yeah, so yeah. So anyway, that's just what sort of the things that I'm thinking about and some things that are on my mind about how different brokers, different rules follow the weakest rule. This is what they say. The rules suck. The rules do suck. But if everybody was trading so great before, we never would have went to a prop firm. You're going to a prop firm to learn through a set of different lenses, and you're trying to shape your thoughts and see the vision. And if you can't conform, you can't play. You can't play, you can't get paid. You can't get paid, you're out of business. So you got to think about it like that. The rules suck. But if you can follow the shittiest rules, we'll call them shittiest, on your best accounts that don't have these types of rules, I think you're going to succeed far quicker. Follow the shittiest rules is my advice. You got the best rules. I can trade whatever I want, whenever I want. I can do daily payouts. Well, you may still want to do that. You may still want to take, if you have to, some trades under 10 seconds or whatever the case. But you got to keep in mind you got to keep in mind. You got to keep in mind the entire process, the entire thought pattern. You got to be able to recall the patterns on command, on demand, live right now, live stream. So you got to be able to talk these things through. You got to be able to tell your side of things. You may be able to further refine your skill and further define your abilities by following the shittiest rules. And you may see that you succeed in a far shorter time versus following your rules. I can do what the hell ever I feel like. All right, so you can still do whatever the hell you feel like, but if you can make money doing that, you're doing great. But if you can't make money doing whatever the hell I feel like, you need to follow the lowest common denominator, hence the shittiest rules, and then build from there. You can follow the shittiest of rules. You're going to master the ones that don't have rules, as long as you know when to break the rules, when to not, when to follow the plan, when to back away, when to be like, I just don't know, I'm not comfortable, I'm not touching it, I'm not going to trade today, I'm not going to trade tomorrow, I'm not trading next Tuesday, I'm taking off next Friday. So you see where I'm going with this. That's just some of the thought patterns and processes where I'm looking at to further the details and to pursue this a little more fluidly and with a little more confidence, skill set, patience, and motivation, and increase the duration of trading day. So that's all I got here. Just one pretty long one. This one's been in the old think bank there for about a week, at least the last 3 or 4 days. So especially with those new indicators coming online yesterday. So excited. I haven't moved much this week, resting, but you had to get out and move tonight. Had to get that groove on, and it just is what it is. So yeah, it's what I've got tonight. And should there be more again soon? Wait, this is Drawdown King here. 27 minutes short. 27 minutes short, people. 27 minutes short. So, does it mean we got to go for 30 minutes? Not necessarily, but it'd be cool. Even 30. Anyway, this is Drawdown King. Drawdown King. Drawdown King. Drawdown King.